What up, what up, what up, what up? I'm going live right now. I'm going to wait to see if I get some people in. What is up, y'all? I have some things to say. Because my post that I made about the red pill got a whole lot of people mad. Yo, angry. And I'm going to try to figure out why. And I want to have somebody join me too, because I want to talk about red pill, what it has become, why I don't support it anymore, and why I got people literally doing 6, 7, 8 hour streams about little old country me that I don't understand. Especially because they old. I ain't never seen so many AARP longer to live, and they should be enjoying the best of their lives instead of focusing on the worst of other people's lives. And my partner is crime.
I can't believe you.
What up, baby?
What's poppin', man?
Man, listen, I done told you, first let me just make this clear, you guys. One thing that I do, I love my people. And Mr. Logic has been my people, and he ain't got no other choice but to be my people. You ain't got no other choice.
Continue.
So when I go through stuff and when I see stuff, I reach out to Logic. I do. He's one of the guys that I reach out to, and I'll be like, man, I'm feeling this way. And then he'll call me out on my shit. He'll be like, Courtney, think about it this way. Think about it that way. And sometimes I concede, even though I fight, but I be conceding. Do I not?
You do for the most part.
For the most part, I'll be like, oh, okay, I can see your thing or whatever. So this is one of those days where I reached out and I said, hey, I'm getting a lot of flack on the video I posted about the red pill. And I sent it to him and I said, I want to go live to talk about it. And so I invited him. Hi, Island Girl Q, baby. Long time no see, love and buggy. We're going to talk another day. Okay. But anyway, so I sent you.
Oh, Q in here?
Who? Island Girl Q.
Oh, I'll deal with her later. All right,
yeah,
go
we're
ahead.
going to deal with her later. Okay. But, so I sent him the video, and pretty much the video, you guys haven't seen it, is me pretty much disassociating myself from the red pill. I think that it is harmful. And, I got a lot of pushback because a lot of people was like, well, the red pill helped me, it helped me. And I'm like, well, when did it help you? Is it helping you now? Is the content that you're receiving really helping you, or still funneling your distaste, dislike for a whole group of women that honestly, everybody and all of us are not the same? And is the red pill talking about anything about building, about therapy, about healing, or just about hatred? And
okay,
this is
so wait. Let's do this. So they was mad about your big forward video, right?
Yes.
So lay out the premises of your big forward video that you put out.
Yes, and I said the red pill is like big pharma. It's a pill that people are taking not to heal themselves, but to pacify themselves. And that's not healing. It's making you feel good in your trauma and in your hurt.
All right, now everybody, be honest. It became now more of a business for profit than it is to be proficient in whatever you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it myself. You probably heard me say the same thing myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Big Pharma became more about profit than healing. And
Hmm.
what we said now, you got channel upon channel upon channel. It's a competition about who can say the most egregious shit ever. Where you have the guy with the 7 baby mamas, who
That
knows?
is on every, hold up, stop. I'm sorry not to cut you off, but he came up on Kendra G the other day.
It's clout. It's about money. It's not about these principles. Now, don't get me twisted. From the start, it could have been something different. So, and then let me clarify: you staying before, or you staying where it's at presently?
Mm-hmm.
You staying prior red pill, or right now today red pill?
Well, what I'm saying is right now, because
Right now.
2 years ago, when I entered into this YouTube space, how I supported it. And then over
Now,
the
wait,
past
let
2 years,
me finish though. Let me back
okay,
your argument, right? And I've been gone.
you've been
So
gone.
you had the 7 baby mama nigga. You had another nigga that come up saying that about his daughter want to show love to the stepdaddy, and you always come back and these dudes always have YouTube channels.
Yeah.
They always trying to get something. It got to a point now where it's not about healing or fixing the situation. It's now becoming a business.
Right.
And if you disagree with her from saying that, because if you got Big Pharma go from actually wanting to put out medication to heal people to now turning profits, well, that's it. This is it's 100% turning profits. And then now I think it got away from the message. I think at some point in time the red pill was men who wanted to bring light to these issues.
Yeah.
Now it's like a barber shop. They say, oh, you can make money cutting hair? Now you got everybody in their house with a microphone. I told you. I did a post on it. Go ahead.
Okay, let me say this. First time I talked to Mr. Logic, okay, this is when he first got on Lapeef, and this was like a year and a half ago. And the first conversation we had, he said, you know what has gone and spiked up into these homes? He said, the spike of everybody getting a mic and podcast equipment has skyrocketed. That was the first conversation me and him had. And what I'm saying, he's absolutely right. That's why sometimes I have to concede to him, because I was like, you're right. Everybody want to have a podcast. Everybody is trying to emulate the same model because they think they're going to have the same come up. And it's trash. The other thing about what Mr. Logic always told me, he said, what are these people's credentials?
Oh, I ain't say that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You said we having these dick and pussy conversations, but who are these people's credentials? And this is facts. These people are giving you things to live by that you should run your household with that ain't got a woman. These men are giving you, and women too, are giving you these ideas of how women should be and men should be, but ain't been with a woman or a man in 10 years. Or the man that they had was a Pookie Ray Ray living on their couch. And these are facts, because there's a content creator that's doing that has a bum ass nigga on the couch. So again, it's like, who are these people's credentials?
Well, YouTube, you don't have look at Jay Prince. My
Jay Prince,
credentials.
I might bring some people in. I'm gonna talk to Logic first. Jay Prince, I see you, baby. TJ, I see you too.
This is the issue, right? And Jay Prince, I'm gonna put you on blast. YouTube, you is in the battle of saying the most dumb, insane shit to grab attention and not bring light to a certain topic you want to bring light to. All of them is doing that now. And all of us say, let me, hopefully I get on the shade room by saying the most dumbest shit possible.
Mm-hmm.
Next, you're going to see a dude that said, I got 10 baby mamas, and now I'm in Colombia running from the law. That's so he can get views. You gonna find out that this nigga is not either or. They just some lame ass nigga in they basement. It got to the point. Damn, you see that shit?
Where'd that come from?
I was saving that for something else though. But yeah. I ain't gonna show you how I do that.
All right. Germany's treating you well, Logic. Germany's treating you well, bro.
But to be really be honest, like, and I said this before, everything they complain about, the women they complain about, give them an opportunity to be with that woman, and they will be with that woman. The same terrorists they complain about, the same terrorist harbors they complain about, the same mercenaries they complain about. If you don't know what terrorists and mercenaries, go look at my channel, it's a definition. They really want to be with them. But they don't have access to them. So now you had a biggest red pill nigga. Susie Hunter hit him up, say, hey nigga, I want to suck that dick. Guess what they gonna do? You think they gonna hang up?
No.
You think they gonna be like, no, the red pill said I can't do that.
The red
pill
said I
they
can't
use to sit here and say they don't buy chicks dinner without sex. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. They say anything for a dime. And then now they life compared to what they see on this internet don't add up. Now this whole thing is like this, farmer, because it's not about, you was absolutely right. Anybody who don't agree with you is a fucking idiot, because it's not about healing nothing. It's about turning the profit at this point. But
you know what sucks is because, you know, I honestly, and I did out of my whole heart, came into this space thinking that I was going to be helpful. And then I know that I was kind of used as a target to target Black women. And then I became this idea that Courtney is going to be like all the other women in this space and target Black women. But the idea was I never wanted just to target Black women. I wanted to target all of our asses, because all of our asses needed the smoke, but all of our asses need each other. Black men need Black women. Black women need Black men. But once I started talking about that and then I became pro-Black, they hated the fuck out of me. And I'm like, how the fuck you hate me for wanting us together? When I'm realizing this space is not about being together. They're going to talk about anyone that might come along and try to keep us together, because it's money in keeping us separate, and that's capitalism. It's money in keeping Black women single. It's money in keeping Black men single. Because if you look at the world, we would do better with 2 incomes. But if you look at YouTube, we do better when we're arguing against each other and profiting off our pain and instead of telling love stories about how we met someone and we're happy and we're trying to figure out how can we go the long run with it. You don't get no views on that.
Look, it's to the point now, man, where like, look, it's about, look, niggas right now think that women that got over them for so long, now they ready to get their punch back. It's obvious. They ready to get their punch back.
Right.
These niggas up here be like, you know what? I remember that motherfucking hoe in 9th grade that goddamn, that fucked me over. She took my ice cream money and I saw with another nigga. I'm finna get these bitches back. And then now this microphone, they gave them get back.
Right.
This microphone gave them get back. And I don't wanna say these niggas was correct, but what was the niggas that had the concept? Shane, blame, and explain.
Ty City and Ramel.
Yeah, them niggas right now, you got it. When the niggas right, you right. But from my perspective, I was coming in because I seen problems. It needs to be addressed. Let's have a conversation about it. Because I don't want to see these women out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even though you can still fuck them and you can still do what you want to do, but who want to see these women run around here looking crazy to the world?
Right.
No, let's address it. Let's talk about it. Let's
Right.
talk about stuff that matters. But if you don't, and I used to say this all the time, if you don't debate these things with facts and you just sit here and you go feeling for feeling, then it's gonna turn into a shit show.
Which is becoming, which it is.
Yeah. You got a nigga with 7 baby mamas, ain't paid child support for one, and everybody believes him. Everybody wants to interview him.
Believes him. And I don't believe him. Do you think it's hard for the government not to find him? He's on every single YouTube page.
Nigga.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
I talked to him on Etta and shit. And I was like, dude, they can find you. He was like, they don't know my real name. I was like, it just, the shit goofy now. The shit goofy. So it's all good. Invite the niggas up. If you can debate her talking point, come up.
Right. And so here's the thing, and this is another reason why I went to a live, right? Because this lame ass, lurch looking ass nigga, kosher clinician. First of all, I need to see your credentials. Okay, clinician meaning you like a doctor somewhere. Where are you at? Because you showed us spent 4-5 hours talking about me and how I hate the manosphere and how Kevin Samuels and Pink Book Lessons was right about me. Let me make something clear.
No. Don't do that. But don't give him. That's what he wants.
I don't care at this point. But I want to be very, very clear. When I got on Lapeef and the people started hating me, it was because of this channel called Pink Book Lessons, because I gave Amira the smoke. And I gave her the smoke because I do not believe that now no one that's not black, that don't want black relationships, should be in black relationships conversations. And I checked the ass. And then all of a sudden, she's a chameleon. Oh my gosh, she's so masculine. But now fast forward today, and what the fuck is just pearly things did and been doing? Taking advantage of our culture. And now everybody giving the smoke to her. But you ain't seen none Pink Book Lessons say anything about Pearl. You ain't said nothing about these coons that was supporting Pearl, but now she's getting smoked out the water on YouTube, but they ain't saying nothing, but continuously have my name in their mouth. Newsflash, I'm the only motherfucker that has been consistent. Anyone that wanted to break their little narrow, non-black ass in our black conversations about being in love with black folks, I checked. But you see, but this is where logic and emotions come. You try to hate and say some stuff about me that I've been consistently with. I've been consistent about us being together. And the fact that I get the most smoke about that is why I don't fuck with the red pill. These
So you're
champion.
So you're officially no part of the red pill community. Wait.
It's a mom cussing. Yeah, I'm cussing. Like I do cuss sometimes. It's like, do people understand women are normal? Do people understand women also take a number 2? Do people understand women?
Courtney.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
For the record, you saying you're officially not a part of the red pill community?
I'm officially gone. I don't want nothing. Stupid, nothing of this ghetto space.
Alright, we good. Hey, let the niggas up. I want somebody who got some smoke in your argument.
Come on, you got some smoke.
Yes.
Let's see.
Courtneymichelle is not a part of the red pill community anymore. Officially, niggas.
And it hurts. And let me tell you why it hurts. Because I do believe that men should have space. Oh, Lord.
I can't believe this. I want to say this, Courtney. Actually, a lot of men, well, including myself, I always thought you was one of the women that the representation that I would want to choose and stuff like that. But in the beginning of this conversation, I would say it's disingenuous because it's a lot of women, especially black women, get mad about these red pills and all that other type of stuff. But they watch Oprah, they was watching Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake, all them other stuff when women was literally bashing and hating black men for years. I don't think black men is never
Prince.
since we've been on these
No,
platforms.
wait.
Hold on, let me finish my point, Logic.
Okay,
I don't
hold
no,
on.
let me finish my point.
This
I
is
hate
the
when you do
issue.
that. No, let me finish. Let me get my point out.
This ain't a free fall. Get to the point. Do you know her stance on that she made on a big former conversation? So what the fuck are you talking about then?
No,
Okay.
I just want to say this.
It ain't
Like,
a free
we
fall.
don't bash black women.
Let me say this. Hold on.
You cussing and stuff now?
Let me respond to Jay Prince. And this is something that a lot of people have said. Again, there is these lame talking points that people continue to live by. The Oprah Winfrey Show, 77% of her audience was white women from the ages of 44 to 60 that made a median income of $75K per household. So when Oprah Winfrey had her show based in Chicago, Harpo Productions, black women wasn't watching it, my darling. Oprah Winfrey came on around 3 or 4 o'clock in the PM. Listen, hold on. Let me.
So you mean to tell me black women wasn't bashing black men?
Let me finish.
Black men forever.
Oprah Winfrey came on mid-eve afternoon, 3 to 4 o'clock p.m. What black woman did not have a job that was working at that time? She did not cater to black women. She catered to white women. She only started catering to black women when she created the OWN network. Now you see the OWN network with all these black shows because now she's trying to pivot. So the idea that Oprah was indoctrinating women, particularly black women, is an absolute farce. She had 77% audience of white people, white women. So that's not true.
Can I ask you a question, Courtney?
Go about that fact. You have to stop using
that. Okay, that's just one network. But can I say this? Do you think that like you and a lot of black women who really frustrated with red pill guys, do you think y'all just doing this out of manipulation? And the reason why I say it's manipulation because, again, black women have been bashing black men forever, but the moment black men speak, y'all feel like y'all trying to make it seem like it's hate, it's intolerable, y'all fed up with it. These men just incels, they just hate women just to shut us up. I think it's manipulation, what y'all doing.
The things that you have seen as far as in the media, as far as the black women talking shit about black men, is what the red pill is doing. It was for money. But let's be clear. When you look at any of these movies, Tyler Perry, all of this, it's funded by black men that are profiting on black women's hurt.
Most black men don't fuck with Tyler Perry. I can't stand it.
People understand that they can profit off your hurt. So when black women or you said that we were having this platform, it was produced, written by black men understanding the hurt of black women and profiting off their pain.
Wait, Courtney.
Hold on, which honestly brought us further apart. So
all right, look, wait, Courtney, hold up. This is the issue.
Okay.
First off, if you come up here and a topic was presented,
okay,
and you create your own topic, first that's the number one issue with niggas, right? So then I'm gonna ask you this: if you come up here to debate the topic and you don't even know the topic, right?
No, I'm just going off what y'all. I'm just listening to what y'all were saying. Like you were saying, people come up here with a mic and all that.
What were we saying? What was the premises of our discussion?
Well, when I came on, I was hearing you saying that the red pill became a lot of this stuff became just money and all this other type of stuff like the oligarchy Q. The people who y'all follow
First
and
of
respect
all,
the most,
we're not
they
going.
doing it for
Let's
money,
not
and y'all
slander
still
oligarchy
rocking
right
with
now.
certain
Not up
people
here.
that does
Okay.
it for money. Q is rocking with a guy
Okay.
that's only do it
So
for money.
wait,
Period.
hold up.
And my channel ain't about money. You said I was doing that,
Nigga, I
money.
just gave, bro.
My shit is really
Your
about
your
healing.
channel is about healing.
My
You
credentials
say
is my
your
life
channel is about
experience.
healing.
Yes, because I'm able for people who live my life that listens to me in the audience that listens to me that went through the stuff probably even worse than I went through, for me to put myself in an embarrassing state, what you call saying something stupid and dumb. I'm
You're right.
putting myself in an embarrassing state to get answers for niggas where I come from that need answers. They don't know what to do. So I'm putting myself. A lot of people relate to me.
All right.
Okay, so Jay Prince.
And then we're
Jay
gonna wrap
Prince.
it up because we're gonna bring some more.
They
We're
can't
gonna bring some more
relate to
people.
you.
Hold on.
They can't relate
We're
to
gonna wrap
y'all.
it up, JP, and then we're gonna bring some more people on. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Her premise that she made about comparing the red pill to big pharma, right? Do you got any pushback on that at all?
yeah. I would say when you talk about the red pill, right? To me, the red pill is just, I would say, I'm just gonna subjectify to like black men. I think black men finally got a voice because black men is the only ones. The black men is the only ones that never
But you're
always been pushed
freestyling.
around, can't ever
Listen,
say
you
shit
didn't even
back.
answer the question. Her comparison to red
What?
pill to big pharma, right? What is your pushback towards it? Either for or against?
You're for it.
You
So
know,
I'm
you agree
for it.
with me?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with black men need to start stepping. I think black men need to do more
I
than
don't
this
even
red
think
pill
he
thing. Honestly,
He don't
understands the
we the
understand.
only
question.
ones
He
get.
don't understand
We
what
the
I'm
only
saying.
ones got done the worst, and we got to
Okay.
be
All
meek and
right.
don't
Well,
say
baby,
nothing.
I'm gonna bring somebody else up. Okay.
The black house.
Bye,
All right, the black
JP.
house.
Shout out to the Black House. I really didn't hear. I really didn't know y'all conversation about what. I just came in, listened to Logic, and you and Logic talking about we just getting all of these.
Look, I
Okay,
do.
I had to. Let me bring somebody else up. He don't know what I meant by big pharma. JP, I love you, darling, but you, whatever.
This nigga, boy.
Hey, what up going on?
Hey, I have a question.
What's up, DJ?
Is subjectify a word?
Subjectify?
Isn't that what he just said? Subjectify.
I don't know what he said. I mean, I know what he said, but he didn't. That's fine. Anyways, what you got for the topic?
Only thing I know that he said was Oprah Winfrey.
He
All the
talked
niggas
about
use the same talking points.
same talking point. It's the same. Y'all, and this is my problem. We have been using these same talking points for a good old 5 years. But now, none of these people will bring you anything as far as something to click on to show the reference. They just are talking. They're doing a just pearly, which is spouting out, and y'all believe everything that these people say. And again, these people are not.
Wait, Courtney, hold up. He just said this is an echo chamber. When your motherfucking ass didn't even know the topic. How you gonna come up here and argue some shit that you didn't even know the topic? When I readdressed it to your stupid ass, you still didn't know it. And you was fucking confused. So now you call it an echo chamber. The only thing that got an echo in it is your motherfucking brain. See, this is what I'm talking about by niggas. You call it an echo chamber, you was lost. You don't even know what big form is. That's what I'm talking about with niggas. And I'm cool with you, Jay Prince, but don't do that goofy ass shit. Hit that goddamn like button, niggas.
Okay,
What you got to say, TJ?
Real quick, shout out to Mr. Logic. Long time no see,
I
sir.
know. He's
How you
missed.
doing, man?
I'm good. You know, I will agree with the big pharma because I was watching a show a couple of months ago about how the OxyContin was the big pharma was pushing OxyContin supposedly to relieve pain, to help pain, but it became people became addicted to it and were not getting any better. They were getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
that's why I just had a conversation with someone earlier today. I think, you know, what you consume will ultimately consume you. And that is what has happened here in these spaces. And I was talking to someone saying, you know, it's extreme on both sides. And there is
Yeah.
no balance, you know. And I gave an example, you know, I had a problem with Keke Palmer and what she wore and all that kind of stuff for the reasons that I expressed. But by the same token, I said I have a problem with how her significant other handled it, because
Mm-hmm.
there's a way to handle it. So again, when you only have it tilted toward one side and that is all you consume with no evidence of, you know, the possibilities of what could be
Yeah.
or the different possible outcomes, you become consumed by it. Yeah, dope sick. That was
Mm-hmm.
it. And I think, and that's what we have, and that's why
Let,
I came.
let me ask you guys a question, because you guys are military and you guys are leaders. Yes, both are leaders. So when things go wrong under your leadership, who do you blame?
Me,
Always yourself.
me, yes,
So my question is this: if guys are saying, well, you women have been doing it for so long, so this is our time to do it, and we're going to get back at you guys, is that leadership?
No.
no,
But you know,
no,
wait, hold up. I just displayed that,
Yeah,
right? I just said that. If you put this on YouTube, please.
I am.
I just displayed that. I said that earlier. Niggas out here want to pass licks for the girl who dissed it in middle school,
Yeah.
right? First thing he came up here and said was what? Well, you remember what y'all did to us
You
with
remember you
Whitney
had
Lake
Oprah
and
Winfrey?
Jerry Springer? Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
But see, but this is why, again, this is why I have disassociated myself, because I choose to surround myself with leaders. And I don't surround myself with men that want to get pushed back or my get back towards women, because that's not leadership. You're not worried about what they do. You take care of what you're supposed to take care of. And if they don't get in line with you as a leader, then they got to go. And then you create your troops of people that will follow you. And if they don't, go about your business. But leaders are supposed to create leaders. And the space is not creating leaders. It's specifying hurt people to continue in their hurt. But yet they want to lead women. They want women to be submissive. I'm going to be submissive of a man that don't even know how to lead.
well, they don't like you. I mean, and that's one of the things that I said earlier. The problem is when you on both ends of the spectrum, if this is consuming you, the moment a woman who's been listening to Cynthia G or Tanya Tokyo, they meet a man, she's already gotten her mind what this man is about before she even gives him a chance. Same thing with the men. They've been listening to all this foolishness. They can walk up to somebody or meet a woman before they even give the woman a chance. They already got this stuff playing in their head. So it's not going to, they're not, no one's going to win. No one's going
But
to
see,
be
this is what you're
together.
dealing with though. See, look, you mentioned the movie Dope Stick, right? Which is a good, not a movie, but a TV show. Good
Mm-hmm.
TV show, right? Some of these chat niggas, a majority of these chat niggas, is a little dope things running around there, right?
Mm.
They do a little scratch, they scratching. The dope things out there scratching, right? Because of
Mm-hmm.
the thing is that the niggas who pushing this dope gonna continue to push it for profits. That's why you're gonna see Patreons, you're gonna see dating coaches, you're gonna see
Classes.
it's now to the point that where Big Pharma fucked up because their purpose was to heal.
Yeah.
or they operate off the premises of healing. They're no longer at that premises of healing. Now it's about profit. Now when you see something get corrupted with money or the potential for profit, now you're gonna see a gazillion game coaches. Everybody gonna have Patreons. Everybody gonna have this, and really ain't offering you shit. Really ain't offering you nothing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I got smoke for all these niggas. The passport
Me
bros,
too.
no, well, you know what? Let me stop. All right, go ahead.
All right, hold on. What up, CJ?
What's going on? Y'all hear me?
What you got going on? You had some smoke for me in my
For
comments.
sure. For
Well,
sure.
there
Yeah.
go, baby.
Look, I'm looking at it like this. All right. It could be little farmer, not big farmer. Like it ain't what you making it out to be. I'm putting it like this because we tend to do this when black men start to speak about what they feel. Now I'm not talking about you specifically, because I will say from the jump, I showed you love, you showed us love from the jump, and you had respect for me as a opinion talking about you. But
Yeah, I got it.
it's funny to me how it always turns into black men against black women. I find it funny because what y'all not doing is talking about Dr. T.
CJ, you breaking up.
Yeah, I heard.
Hey, is that my internet or his?
No,
It probably
CJ, say
mine.
that
I'm in
again because
the
you
hood.
breaking up.
I'm in the hood, so hold on.
Shut up.
Hey, Doc,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Nigga, your internet is blue pill.
nah, it ain't even internet, cuz it's outside. But I'm saying, do y'all know who Dr. T. Johnson is?
Oh, of course I do.
Okay, why don't he get pushed as far as the front of the red pill space? Why we don't make the argument about Pharma when we talking about him? Why does that not get? Because he gives solutions. What about, even though he might be a little out the box, Couch Gang and my boy Mr. Palmer breaking down how to get past child support. Like they don't get
Well,
talked about.
but here's the thing. It's not women that's supposed to push him. It's
Yeah.
men. So you need to ask the red pill men, why are you guys not pushing?
Ask the niggas y'all give attention
Ask
to.
them.
Just like Logic. We gave attention to Logic because he can talk that shit. That's
Right.
why we paid attention to him. They more entertaining. The niggas that ain't entertaining, we don't put in the front. We don't even talk about. Y'all have not brought up Dr. T. Johnson once because he's boring.
No, I
Boring.
don't know who I don't, but hold on, wait. Send me who that is, because I don't know, because I can't speak
I'll
on
send it to you. And it's
it.
not
Yeah.
necessarily, you
But
know.
wait. Hold up, wait, because he made a statement, right? You said that people don't give attention to Dr. Uh,
Right.
and then you brought up another name, Mr. Palmer, right? I don't know. I saw what Mr. Palmer was doing was kind of good. Matter of fact, I asked Courtney
They don't.
to reach out
That's
to
my
I
him
point.
because I was
did
going to
a
do
show.
something with him.
I did a
Wait.
show.
No, wait, nigga. I'm just saying, because you say stuff that ain't true, and I can physically, you can ask Mr. Palmer himself, did Mr. Logic reach out to you to do a live show?
No.
Then you come back into me and say I'm full of shit.
Well, low key, I did a show with Mr. Palmer about what we were talking about, child support. As a matter of fact, Kwame Brown came on there too and was like, man, I like this guy. I want to talk to him, and came on.
Right.
So that's not necessarily true. I see the men in this space that are willing or wanting to talk about more. That's why I support you, CJ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's why I be on your shit.
but that don't beat the premises that we put out, that she put out.
Right.
The premises she put out.
This space is mainly big pharma. That's the point.
Correct.
Is it mainly for what?
Because you talking about the top. You talking about a clown ass nigga like Obsidian. You talking about a little p-fan clown ass niggas, man.
But
Them
everything
niggas,
rises and falls on leadership. So if those people are at the
them
top,
niggas
those are
ain't
the
Those
ones
are
that
the
don't.
top because they
leaders.
real. They the top because they got the bigger microphone. That's it.
But I
Nigga, ain't nobody
understand
ordained these corn ass niggas leaders.
This is what
it does.
go
But
ahead.
if you have the following, they've made them the leaders.
No,
The
that's an internet. Y'all just talked about the internet. That's an internet following, not platoon following. God damn it, these niggas is internet niggas. So I'm saying you can separate the two. Some niggas follow that goofy shit. How many niggas went out against Fresh? They went against that shit. A lot of niggas went against that goofy ass shit, and they still blew up because
I ain't gonna say this C word. The white people followed them. They pay them. It ain't niggas. Pearl don't got niggas that's really behind her. It's a small group of lame ass niggas doing it. I never watched one whole Pearl video. Never, not once. She was saying shit I've been saying since I was 17, knocking her whole down. She was just repeating stuff. That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's like we put these niggas in the front and saying they the problem in red pill. I don't have a problem with red pill because I understand what it actually means. That's all I'm saying.
Here's the thing. When you have a movement that's supposed to mean something, and then it gets co-opted and it's changed, then now it's turned into something else. It is not what you thought it was. It is not about showing the real life. And you know what? Honestly, I really think that's kind of some bullshit. Life is life. You don't need a pill to tell you that women are human beings and they're going to fuck you over too. That women are not angels. That there's demons. The Bible will tell you about Jezebel. The Bible will tell you about Delilah. This ain't nothing new. This is biblical. Get in the word.
You don't read the Bible, Courtney?
You don't read the Bible?
I said, but niggas,
you don't
I'm like
even
30%.
have to read the Bible. You can see biblically.
I'm like
Biblically, you can see it. So women ain't changed. Women ain't changed. There's some slaw ass, dumb ass, horrible women.
But you realize that narrative. I don't agree with everything in this space, but what I do agree with is the viewpoint of being, especially black, has never really been pushed in the forefront. What is the female perspective? Like just look at it from the sense that if you watch most movies, in most movies, you're gonna see a man cheating on a woman and doing a woman wrong. That's what's gonna be the narrative more times than not. Okay. Is that not right?
Yeah, but this is I got to stand for you, CJ. Watch this. This is what I see as the issue is. Can you hear me good? Because I know your audio is kind of fucked up. No, I'll just make sure you hear me. All right. So now think about this, right? The points they run on. Oh, you there?
I'm here.
All right. The points they run on, right? Don't fuck baby mamas, right? Do you think these niggas really go by that mentality? Don't fuck baby mamas?
Hold on, say that again. Oh no.
They don't, right?
No.
All right. So now, don't fuck baby mamas. Don't fuck women over 35. Do you think they go with that premise?
Well, I ain't never heard that don't fuck women over 35 shit. I ain't never heard that.
All right.
No, they're called leftover women, baby.
Okay. So, all right. So all these points they make, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they don't stand for these points, what are they doing? They getting y'all addicted to these points, and they making a profit off of it. They don't even follow it. If you can follow these niggas in real life, you probably see they probably be in line after these baby mamas. Every bitch they fuck with is over 35.
So what talking points
nobody
are
in their
false?
life ever has been fit and feminine. But the problem with it, everybody get addicted to these talking points. Like I said, just like the dope stick, they become addicted to it. They crackheads. They scratch you. And the only reason these niggas is delivering these points to you guys is for profit.
Can we put names on shit? Let's do that. Put names on it, my nigga.
Because I don't care.
Put names on it.
We can talk about Obsidian.
Okay, I agree.
He's a entire loser. If you don't think that man has been in my DMs talking about how good I look, okay.
Right.
Okay, but I'm a whole baby mama. I'm over 35.
And I said from the jump, nobody really take that nigga serious. Like for real.
But he has a platform.
Yeah, because he can talk good shit. Just like Logic. He can talk good shit.
Talk about Jay Prince, he's in my chat right now talking about Courtney is flip-flopping, doing all this. Well, I personally has contacted Jay Prince to encourage his little silly ass. And it ain't never told nobody. I purposely have contacted him multiple times. Are you good? You all right? I seen this. I just want to check up on you. And I'm flip-flopping because I don't put all that shit on YouTube to air because it make no sense. Me encouraging a black man doesn't need to be aired out. Let's talk about Chantel Simone.
Uh-oh.
And how she's a whole
Oh,
fake. She
sorry.
had thousands of people. She talk about women being fat, but 6 months ago she weighed 250 pounds.
Who?
She wants to talk about women and they womb and not having kids, but got a whole membership at the Planned Parenthood. Let's talk about that. These people are fake.
Right. Like you have.
It has always using Kevin Samuels, but yet
Right.
Kevin Samuels money. Oh, he gonna talk about that? No, he won't. But he'll talk about me continuously for hours on end.
Because it pays him.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's an entertainer lane.
They're not transparent about their shit. If they really wanted to help people, they would be transparent, but they're not. And they're using, like I said, I posted this early. They use black women for profit. Let's talk about Pink Book Lessons and how she tried.
What about NTR? How you feel about NTR?
How she tried to call me out about Amira, but ain't said nothing about just Pearly things. And I called them both out. Let's talk about it. I ain't got no problem putting on names because they're fake.
Okay, how big is the
I
space?
got a problem with names because I don't know half of these people.
No.
So.
Well, I've already talked about these people.
The reason I want to put
them.
names on it because I'm technically in the space.
Well,
so you ain't finna call me one of these jap-ass name, man.
But watch this. Would you agree that her big pharma stance that she made is for a majority of the content creators?
I don't.
You don't?
Because majority of the content creators, people don't know in the space for real.
Well, I'm saying a majority of, like I said,
the bigger following. If it's about the bigger following, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yes, a majority of following, right?
Yeah.
That name your biggest channel right now, and you don't got to say it out loud. Is they
biggest
for
channel?
Profit? Have they became for profit, or they for potential reforming things? Because as a lot of these guys that got to the point where they got enough followers that it's probably time so you can go into doing some legislative reform. Where you got two parties fighting for black votes. You literally got two parties fighting for black votes. At this point, where you got somebody like a Donald Trump or Ron DeSantis or a Tim Scott or I can go what? Why do I know all these names and then none of these names is any part of this discussion? Because if you think that you're done in justice, you think some legal methods need to be put in place, then that's the correct method to doing it. Because the reason you hate these women is not because you hate these women, is you hate the laws they use against you. You hate the child support they implement against you. You hate the alimony they implement against you. You hate the equity policies they implement against you. These are all policies that is put in position by politicians. Women's was not like this before politicians got their hand in it. So like I said, you can sit here and you can continue to shoot at the woman, but you ain't gonna do nothing by shooting at the woman because the person who's really behind all this is the politicians. You're dealing with stuff that you need to take to the legislative level, but you'd rather keep it at the easy and simple level.
Okay.
And say, hey, go ahead.
Hey, Logic.
Go ahead,
all right.
CJ.
So I don't disagree with that. I get that there's a lot of people in this space. Can y'all hear me? I've been talking shit about my shit all day. Can you hear me? All right. So I agree with that, right? But however, men came into this
space from the beginning. I've been listening to this shit from the beginning.
Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. Bitch ass Jay Prince. You ain't got enough money to drop me, you broke bitch. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Right. So, people came in this space to, I would call it like comparing experiences, right? Because a lot of guys, whatever the case may be, I got hurt by a woman, I got manipulated by child support. My issue was when I got divorced. Matter of fact, when I got married, there was shit I just didn't understand, right? From being a black man that wasn't raised with a black father, there was just some stuff I didn't understand about being a man, right? So I looked into this space to kind of get some understanding. The guys that was with the bullshit, I kind of tuned them out. I got what I got from it, right? But had I not been in this space, matter of fact, had y'all not been in this space, there would be 4 people that wouldn't be on the camera right now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So it served a purpose. So people came to this space, learning from each other, benefiting from one another. That did happen too. Now I agree that there's a lot of BS going on, but we can't deny the fact that in order for us to have a 13-point plan like Dr. T.S. Johnson got, that's really going to be a way to combat the system, that wouldn't have happened if this space hadn't exist. That's the point.
But this is my problem. What I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you an example, right? Fresh and Fit had Nick Fluentes on their
And let me say
channel,
this right quick,
right?
because let me make something clear right quick, because I'm sick of
No, no,
these lame ass
no.
niggas.
Hold on,
And
wait.
hold on, gang, hold on, because I'm one of them. I'm not one of them. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. I'm not one of these lame ass niggas that study YouTube. I fuck bitches in real life. I get money in real life. I put hands on niggas in real life. That ain't so. I cut that shit out just because I can say some guys in the space said some truth. Go ahead, bro.
No. I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm talking about, right? Nick Fluentes was on Fresh and Fit.
Right.
Nick Fluentes was associated with a political figure,
Right.
Kanye West, correct?
Right.
He was also associated with Donald Trump, a political figure.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and look at that live with them and show me at one point that they talk about any legislative moves.
Right.
At one point, to get their points addressed to somebody to say, this is what black men want.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take it to the legislative level.
Mm-hmm.
You
Like
never
Ice-T tried to do. Right.
They literally get them on these podcasts and they talk about the same shit they talk about if Lil Boosie on there, with a rapper on there, with a football player on there.
Yeah.
That's not taking advantage of your platforms that people that gave you to actually make you a certified voice, because you can only change this in different ways. You got a joker in this space, Judge Joe Brown, and he running for the
Mayor. I think he's running for mayor in
of
Memphis.
Memphis,
Somebody gonna
right?
die before he get to that jump. But yeah.
How many people is going to him and say, hey, we will support you, but these are the issues we have as black men. We want you to bring these forward so now we can start small and develop. Do anybody have a conversation with Judge Joe Brown?
No.
So now it validates Courtney's point that this is big pharma. They're just trying to pad their pockets.
Just to add to that logic, and you're right, I'm glad that you brought that up, because we're in the midst of a big ass election. Ain't nobody talking about it on what black men, on what policies that would help the black men and who y'all should vote for. Ain't no one said a word. Ain't no one putting none political figure on their platform, but continuously talking about a black woman that got 3 baby daddies and want another one. Come on. But this is the red pill.
Interesting.
If you want change, and if this red pill is about that, then it has to be
That's
about
the like.
it. But it's not.
Like black men are the only ones that are held to their account. Nobody else. We're the only ones held to that account. We need to be damn near politicians. We can't even just say what we go through. That's what it started out as, right? It started out as man saying what they go through. That was the issue. Like, just because it's been 10 years, let's just say 10 years, right? Just because it's been 10 years doesn't mean 10 years ago it was accepted. It wasn't accepted then, it ain't accepted now. No matter what it is. It just to say a nigga got an issue, you a bitch for complaining about it.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, complaining for 10 years as a man that claims to be a leader is a bitch move.
You talking about
You have
obsidian.
to
I'm
start
talking about
making
me.
changes.
I'm talking about niggas around me, cuz. I'm talking about niggas.
CJ, if you say you're a leader, then you have to lead. You have to lead. Like I said, when I talked to TJ,
That's not lost on me. Like, leadership is not lost on me.
Hold on. They're leaders in the military. And it falls on their back because that is unfortunate. But when you call yourself a leader, then you can't just be complaining about fuck shit that people are doing. You have to lead them and leave those behind and lead the ones that want to be led.
Mr. Logic, did you, as a leader, did you never complain with the other leaders in your squad? Ever? Did you ever complain with them? Maybe not to them, but did y'all ever complain amongst each other about so-and-so fat ass not getting PT time? Ever?
You said did I ever complain with my subordinates about higher leadership?
No, did you ever complain to the guys that's on the same status as you about the younger guys or whoever that's not meeting the requirements? And how we gonna get them to get it? Has it ever been a conversation before?
No, we don't complain. We take actions because
Well,
we're
that's what I was
empowered.
going to say. That's what I was going to say again. Because
That's
if my
cap.
people,
I'm sorry.
if my
That's
people,
somebody don't need to.
That's cap.
Well,
no,
Because
it's not
football
cap.
coaches do the same thing, bro.
Let Logic go ahead and answer, and TJ, you can answer too.
Yeah, I'm just saying real fast. I don't complain about somebody not meeting the standard. I have the power to take actions. So if somebody's not meeting the standard, what I look like complaining about that? I have the authority to sit here and take actions. So if that was what you was asking, that's my answer.
TJ?
Go ahead, TJ.
Well, I was going to say the same thing because when I'm in a leadership role, if my people fail, I fail. That's the way I look at it. And again, I'm not going to sit and just continue to complain about something if I'm not putting a plan in place to ultimately get to the goal.
Well, I
But
use
I'm
the
just not going to.
word complain because y'all used it. So let's just say, let's remove the word complain. You never discussed somebody up under you being a failure. You just said, it's my fault. Whatever, because his fat ass couldn't put a Twinkie down, it's my fault. That's what you said.
If I couldn't have motivated, it absolutely was.
Come on, y'all cap.
Let me answer.
You can't tell me what my reality is.
Let me give my answer, because me being in leadership, not military, but me being a sales manager and managing hotels, and I had some people that wasn't doing what they were doing. Then the leaders came together and said they got to go. I didn't air it out to all the subordinates. The subordinates didn't know what I was doing. I talked amongst leaders and said they got to go, and they left. And then we hired someone in their place. Did I air their business out? No, I didn't, because I'm a leader, and I don't go back and forth with subordinates.
True.
Okay, so I give you that. So you agree that every man that walks the earth is a leader?
No.
Okay. So everybody ain't a fucking leader in the space.
None of
like even if they say
people in this space is a leader. I mean, the big name, I don't think that they are.
Right. Regardless of that, I'm saying at the end of the day, because of it's like we only say this leadership shit to black men. We only say if you make a complaint, you can't be a leader. I'm not saying for 10 years because everybody hasn't done a show for 10 years. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all want to talk about these pussy ass niggas like Obsidian and shit, and I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the guys that's up under them. I'm talking about the guys like Sir Hale Speaks. I'm talking about the guys like Black Man Unfiltered. I'm talking about the guys like 5100 Podcast. I'm talking about the guys like Dr. T. Son Johnson. Y'all don't give a fuck about them. That ain't how they promote it.
Well, that's
but are they spreading the hate though?
They talked about the same shit that Obsidian will talk about too, because a lot of black men experience some of the stuff that they talk about. We just ain't trying to profit off talking shit about women. But we will talk shit about women because we go through shit with women. We don't date niggas.
Well, y'all talk to a whole gang of niggas all day for hours on end.
See, here go this y'all shit, man.
Not particularly you. I'm talking about the space. So stop taking it personal.
No, I'm trying to get you to separate the bitch assness from the real. So
I
we do
understand
some of the
this
same stuff.
conversation. This
We do
conversation
some
is
of the
not.
same stuff, bro.
This conversation is about the bitch assing, CJ.
No, it wasn't
This
just
is the
about the bitch
conversation
assness
about
though,
the bitch
because
assing.
it went 3-4 different ways. I didn't take it 3-4 different ways. It just did go there. It just went 3-4 different ways.
I'm
Look,
not.
I ain't gonna talk your head off. I'm
Here's
just
the
gonna
thing.
leave it.
I'm not talking about the men that I support continuously.
Right.
Like you. Like I always talk to Logic. I'm not talking about y'all. I am talking about the bitch asses that's in the space and that has the bigger microphone that has taken over what the red pill was supposed to be. I cannot support those big names and faces and the mics because those are the bitch asses, and I cannot because they don't show leadership. You have a huge platform and you could change the world with your platform. But you're using it still to denigrate your whole community. I can't support that. That's what this is about.
And also, it's no different, CJ. Like when they're talking about women doing this effery, the women that it doesn't apply to, we know they're not talking about us. Right. It's the same thing. We know when you're talking about the women that are doing this craziness, we don't say, well, all women are not doing that because we know that you're not talking about us. So again, the same thing that she's talking about now as it relates to Big Pharma. No, don't wear that jacket because she's not talking about you.
I'm not. I was just trying to differentiate, and we went back to it. That's why I said it. I know I'm not Big Pharma. I got 1,500 subscribers. I know I ain't Big Pharma. But the point that I'm trying to make to y'all, and I'll just leave it because I don't want to take everybody crying. It's just as simple as this. When you say a leader doesn't complain, that's false. I'm sorry. Leaders come in different sides. My granddaddy complained sometimes, but you know what? He got shit done too. So it's like it ain't that it ain't that you can't complain. It ain't that you can't have a breakdown. It ain't that you can't lose it. That's why this space was created, because of goddamn, like we human too. Now fuck with these other niggas at the top talking about. They have some points, even though they at the top and they full of bullshit. I agree. But some of the shit they say is true for us at the bottom as well. That's all I'm saying. When you put red pill on it, when you put that label on it, it's like, okay, who are you talking about? That's why I asked.
Okay. So again, like I said, I do believe that this space was created that you can't talk about the ailments that you're having. But the thing is, when you are still in a state of sickness over a decade, and now no one is talking about anything else, and then they're getting paid to continuously keep you in that state of sickness, then it's not helpful, it's hurtful.
Right.
You can talk about it, but then talk about results. And if you only have one, Dr. Tiazan Johnson that's doing it, but no one platforms him and no one talks about him and gives him 100K views, then you have to look at the space and look at it. Why is this person got 100K and Tiazan only got 30 or 40?
Because you're not as entertaining. I mean, it's just that simple.
So you want to be entertained by Black women fuckery, and that's the problem. That's the problem. And I'm supposed to support that as a Black woman that want to be around male leaders.
And
I don't
regrettably,
consider no nigga on YouTube my leader. Like, I just agree with some of the stuff that they got to say, and I keep it moving. Like,
CJ,
I don't look at these niggas as leaders.
CJ, if you have a platform and you're able to talk to someone and encourage someone and speak life into someone, that's leading, baby.
I disagree, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I don't consider somebody having a microphone a leader, bro, because they galvanize people as far as content. Like, in real life, do you think Obsidian could have motherfuckers follow him face to face for real like he do online? No,
they do.
Kevin wouldn't have got it because Kevin too sweet looking. Like, Kevin wouldn't have even got it. So I'm saying, like, I take it with a grain of salt.
But the thing about it is, as you well know, since we've used the military as an example, there's good leadership and bad leadership. Right. But leadership is the ability to influence. And That's the issue. You
Yeah.
have those who like, i.e., influencers. That's you're leading. You may be leading them in the wrong direction, but you're definitely leading them.
All right, I'll give you that.
Yeah,
Correct.
let me add some more because I think he just proved your point for it.
Mm-hmm.
That you just said Kevin Obsidian, nobody actually followed him in real life,
Right.
right?
Right.
But they had a level of exposure based off these certain levels of talking points.
Because we could agree, we could sympathize with some of the things they said.
Yes.
That's two
So
different things.
now they was playing. Now I'm not saying that this was these individuals, but I'm using the talking point.
Right.
They knew trigger things for you men. They knew certain things what to say for you men
It's hot as
to get
a bitch.
y'all in position that now y'all will become followers now. Because I guarantee you this. Take your favorite red pill channel, you switch it up, and let them start talking about something productive. They'll lose their following like that. Because y'all don't follow these individuals. Y'all follow them in these talking points. That's why y'all wait on somebody like the niggas with the 7 baby mamas to come up. So now y'all can
What?
take that. Look, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
niggas ate that shit up.
It was.
Nobody questioned the
So
logic
were
of
you
this.
not entertained? God damn it, that nigga was a fool.
Okay,
It
but
wasn't just. Go ahead. My bad.
but that proves the concept
Yeah.
that y'all really wanted somebody to spit in the face of these women.
What you
Y'all
wanted?
really wanted, yeah, because something you gonna have them and say, look, I told you, black women just like to fuck cookies. You know what I'm saying? It's if y'all wait on the next person to say something really crazy and outlandish, so y'all can get behind it.
Imagine, Mr. Lott, let me ask you a question.
Y'all,
What kind of a person do you think it is that's waiting on the next person? Like describe that person. What he look like? Is he in his mama's house with Cheetos on his stomach? Like, what this nigga look like? What is this person you talking about? Because I don't identify with it at all. I ain't waiting on shit. So I'm trying to see
I'm
what you
not,
exactly talking about. I know you're not
I'm
talking
not,
about me. I'm just asking.
yeah, I say this. What's that guy name? I talk about this guy a million times. The guy Jalen that went on that Kendra G show that time.
Jalen.
What's his name? Jalen?
He was maybe kind of like autistic
Yes.
and was saying all the talking points. I don't want no
Yes.
baby mama. I don't want her to be fat. I want her to be
Going
fit. I
to
want
hell
her.
for it.
Yes.
And was
That happened.
autistic. And then they asked, have
Yes.
you ever been with a woman? No. Do you know any women like that? No.
Yeah. And the reason I make that point is because at some point, that's not a lived experience for him. This is getting to the point where if he's a virgin, a baby mama probably he never had a chance at a baby mama.
Never.
He don't know what a baby mama is. So now
Right.
what it is get to a point that these niggas is flexing on this internet, acting like these things are their reality when it's not. And now they selling this poison, which is essentially what it's gonna be. Because like I said, look, it's too many of these talking points don't line up. But if you keep constantly selling to the masses like you're selling to them, then you're going to get a guy like that Jalen guy who will have all this stance. And you ask him to explain one thing, and then he clueless.
If I
He
walk
can't
to this gas station,
explain nothing.
if I walk
He just can
to this
stay on
gas
his
station right
talking
now,
points.
Mr. Logic, if I walk to this gas station right now, and I be like, hey, bro, you know what red pill is? He's not gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Exactly.
So I say that to say, who is Big Pharma getting money out of? What percentage of men? Give me that. Who is that? Because most people still don't even know who the fuck Kevin is. Like real talk.
Let me say this. When you have a platform, you are not just talking to Black people. You are talking worldwide. I don't care if you're talking to 2,000 people. You have a responsibility and you doing all of this, degrading your whole culture, degrading your women, which no other culture does but black people. And I'll say it to Miss, but of course I gotta say it to women too, because you know the people gonna get mad. Same thing with women. When you're degrading your man and degrading your woman, the whole world sees it. They see black men as weak and black women as shit. When I get out in the world, that is a part of me. So then they look at me as that black woman, as a Cynthia G. They look at you as an obsidian.
Nah.
They do, because the whole world is privy to our pain. When these motherfuckers just want money, everybody else around the world is continuously laughing at us. We're a fucking fool amongst the world. And you can't separate yourself. Well, I'm not a part of the black community and all this. You can't help it. Once you walk out, you a nigga. What they see is what they're going to assume you are. How don't we
You know
understand
that? I'm gonna say this to you. What's your name? CJ?
Yeah.
Why do you think a lot of people is getting into this red pill argument and conversation right now?
Mostly because it's gonna make money.
Not because, but why is it so easy to get in? What's the requirements?
Nothing.
Have a microphone. Well, you ain't gotta have a microphone. You ain't gotta have a camera. Shit, you can just
No, you know what you gotta have? You gotta have either a dick or a pussy.
Right.
So look, let's keep it a bean. You just gotta be. God gave it to you. You gotta be born. So in order to have this conversation, you gotta have a dick or a pussy. That's it. No other look.
You ain't gotta have that nowadays.
Lord.
But my point is this, right? What's the resumes of these motherfuckers?
Well, I don't know, man. I get what you're saying. My resume is I've been paying child support. I can tell you about it. That's my resume.
I'm saying, see, look.
Yeah.
Now it is guys like Mr. Palmer,
right,
who probably got live issues, right? Who's talking from experience,
right?
That people can get with them and start saying that shit. But for the most part, that's not what you're dealing with. That's the point. These niggas' resumes don't line up. That's why Jay Prince can come up here, and I like Jay Prince, but because he got the only reason he qualified for these conversations is because he got a dick. Half of these hoes they qualify because they got a pussy. I'm sorry.
He a pookie.
Right? That's what it is.
He is what they call a pookie, right? So I mean, shit, he welcome to the conversation, man.
And that's why they scared to sit here and develop these conversations to, like I said, the legislative level. Because you can't go to the legislative level and say, oh, well, do you did any paperwork on this? Well, I got a dick and I can tell you what happened to me. What happened to this dick? Oh, I got a pussy. I'm going to tell you what happened to me.
Okay, like y'all
with this
asked
pussy.
me. Y'all said to me, all right, okay, cool. What's the solution? We always want to throw that shit when we don't agree with somebody. What's the solution to this then? These niggas out here selling these fake perks online. All right, what's the issue? How we gonna solve it? Or do we care about solving it?
I already said it. The only other step you can take it to is can't say women did.
These niggas. I mean, stopping these niggas from selling this mumbo jumbo. Know what I'm talking about? How you stop that? That's a problem.
Say that again.
How you stop these guys from selling this cap online? That's a problem.
You can't.
You can't stop them from selling a cap, but what you can do is you can start pushing something in a way legislative. Push it towards somebody who can actually implement something. Other than that, you ain't changing that.
So if you can't get the guys to get up off, if you can't get the guys to come over to channels that actually support what black men are going through, and we're trying to get things passed, is it a failure of leadership if we don't get them to come over?
It's a failure of leadership if you don't get who to come over?
People to come support
because you need bodies in politics as well. So if you can't get guys to open their goddamn eyes and see it for what it is that a failure in leadership on our part?
Bro, there's so many politicians in this space, and then
I was just
it's
asking
so
a
many
simple
different
question.
people. I'm asking a question. This space has got to a point where if they actually look to do it the right way, they
Right.
can get individuals to sit here and speak out about it.
They
Did
can't
somebody
what?
just have Mark Johnson on their podcast the other day?
Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
I was I just named the Nick Fuentes came on,
Right.
Joe Brown frequently visit these spaces. Somebody just had Umar Johnson on their podcast not too long ago.
Right.
What up?
So people got different influence. People actually got connections. Am I right or wrong?
Right. But I'm talking about the real ones, you know, like the ones I mentioned, right? I'm talking about Courtney, because if you ask me, Courtney don't have enough support. Courtney doesn't have enough backing in what she's trying to do. So I'm saying,
Courtney Rolodex is thick as fuck. If
I
Courtney
get it.
Rolodex.
I'm not. Don't miss my point, Elijah.
So don't believe that shit.
Don't miss my.
No, the people hate me.
No.
She get what I'm saying, and you do too, Elijah. Come on, man.
He know what he's
Control the
I
beard,
know
man.
for a fact, right now, Courtney got a connection right now in her phone with somebody who got a connection with Judge Joe Brown. I know this for a fact.
I got that phone call too. Even with Judge Joe Brown, you have to have bodies. Am I lying or am I telling the truth?
What you mean?
You have to have bodies. You have to have people that's willing to vote for the guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if we do not get people to vote for the guy, is that a failure in leadership? That's all I'm asking.
Is it a failure in leadership if you don't get them to vote for the guy?
Yes, that's going to make things better for black men and black
You
women.
can only lead the people that are under your control. And right now, that's what we're talking about. The people who have, you can only lead the people that you have authority or control.
You know what? I'm done with this. Keep making YouTube videos. Keep making YouTube videos. Spam the algorithm.
I'm actually out here, bro. Like, I'm actually out here. I ain't just making YouTube. Go check my videos in the last 3-4 months. I probably did 12 of them. I'm not a YouTubian.
This is how you resolve it. I think if you're really out here starting to focus on legislation and trying to get people to get on your platform or anything like that, or you're actually doing some work in the community. I think that you should go to the people that have the bigger platforms and see what they're doing. That's called lobbying. So lobby. Don't be scared to go on these platforms, the Angry Man or anything, and say, hey, I see that you're talking about this, but guess what? They're about to pass a bill in your city that's doing this. What have you done about it? What are you doing about it? If they're not, they're going to be silent, and it shows that they ain't doing shit. But if they are, then you can platform yourself. It's lobby. So you lobby. Don't be silent. Don't be scared of these people that got 100K, 200K platforms. I pulls up on the people. If you're doing something, then you have to tell these people that are doing it for money, that's getting all the super chats, then hey, why don't you guys super chat and send them a link to Judge Joe Brown? Let's start super chatting, giving him some money to support him, because we know that he has a message that has long since should have been heard. How come we can't do that? Quit being scared of these people.
That's not their focus. They waiting on. They waiting on Suki Hunter to lick the next nigga asshole so they can make a video about it. They waiting on the next chick. I'm telling you, this is what I feel like. This whole phase, they literally wait on these females to do something stupid so they can talk about it. Hey,
yeah, it's gonna make them money.
prove me wrong.
It's gonna make them money.
Wait on the sexy reds, the Suki Hunters to do the craziest shit possible so they can talk about it. That's it. That's as far as they go. It never go no farther than that. Their conversation never develop farther than that. They literally gonna wait and said, Suki Hunter's a baby mama. and she said she sucked 2 dicks in one night and went back and kissed her kids. Then they gonna treat her. They gonna. I'm telling you. Oh, they gonna wait till Keke Palmer
Yeah.
get in
I
there.
do some of that shit too.
But this is what I'm saying. So you're actually playing in a losing battle.
Bro, we're gonna have conversations. We like everything about our life is not gonna be political, bro. Nobody's life is like that.
No one is saying that you. No one's saying that, CJ.
No, I'm saying
saying
it too.
that it has to be a balance, baby.
Oh yeah, that's what I was just saying. I was making the point that I do some of that too. Does that mean that I'm not? Look, that's all I'm saying. I feel like this is gonna go. It's just getting circular. I ain't trying to argue with y'all. I'm just saying that I'll make a video about Keke Palmer too. But I also have on Greg Hood, who has a foundation to help me in the child support. Like I'll also do that.
Yeah.
So it's like just because we engage in some of the fuckery, it doesn't take away from the message for real. You can do both. Can you not?
Issue that there are a lot of people that are not doing both, and that's the issue. They're not doing. I did the same thing. I did a little commentary on Keke Palmer as well. But I'm also talking about what her child's father did wrong. There has to be a balance, and that's what we're talking about. There is no balance. There's no balance.
Male female balance.
Yes, it's either all or nothing.
Well,
you can talk.
I do believe that. I think what you got is an oversaturated market of nigga. Like you can say it's a talking point, but I remember some of these shows now. I remember. I know how it's so easy to talk about a black man, and it's hard to talk about a black woman. You can't deny.
I don't disagree.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of that's a part of
What
it too.
show you talking about?
But I will agree. We're becoming the same thing. Huh?
What show you talking about?
Jerry Springer.
Oh my God.
Divorce court.
No. This is.
Do you not see the videos when a nigga will be there crying?
Hold on, CJ. I don't understand.
Wait. He forgot Oprah Winfrey. He forgot Oprah Winfrey.
It's so freaking weird. Like Jerry Springer did not showcase trash black women. All the black women on Jerry
I didn't
Springer
say they
trash.
didn't. You doing the same thing you accused me of doing. I'm not saying that they didn't. It's a problem either way.
No.
But
the talking point is.
I'm not talking about the talking point, Courtney.
Because you're
I'm not.
literally doing a talking
I'm
point.
not. Just because I can agree with a sucker ass nigga don't mean I'm using his talking point. Some of the shit true.
Listen, the talking point is just like when Jay Prince brought his crazy butt up here. Y'all had
I'd rather just be judged on my merit, please.
Y'all had Jerry Springer. Y'all had Ricky Lake. Y'all
that
had
ain't the only thing. If you didn't let me finish,
as if the black women on there wasn't trash. All of us look horrible in all of those shows.
Even with that said, and this is not even just black. This is male, female. And what show have you ever heard a man talking about trapping? I'm talking about more than one time. What show have you heard a man being on stage with a microphone on national TV talking about trapping his wife into having a baby for him? And it was laughed at and joked about. It doesn't happen.
What?
Wendy Williams had a woman.
Ricky Lake shows that show men cheating on their wives. I mean,
you're missing my point, Courtney. I'm not saying our debauchery doesn't get shown. It does. One side of the coin will get an excuse for it. Like when a woman lies about being pregnant or lies and says that this guy is the father of her child, and she breaks down crying, everybody goes to her to console her. The nigga just left there crying. That's my point.
And you know what? I agree with you. And you know what niggas should have? This is what niggas should have right now. They should push for a Travis Rudolph law.
I love that man.
They should push for it. Because what you can see is something that was done to him that was insane.
Mm-hmm.
And he was guilty until proven innocent. They need to come out with a Travis Randolph law that sit here and say, this will not be done again. Hurt feelings do not equate to all this bullshit that this man went through.
That's good.
But guess what they did? They did it for a couple of views or whatever, and guess what? They out fucking now.
Yeah,
They out
Travis went
fucking.
on fucking live talking about your homie would be alive if you still didn't gas him up. So he made niggas look stupid too after he got off. Travis
I'm
made
talking
niggas
about the
look stupid.
concept. You missing, you know
I
what?
know what
Fuck.
you're saying. I know what you're saying, bro. I
All
just
right.
wanted to
But
add
then
that
why
in.
you say that dumb
Cause
shit
you been
then?
saying dumb shit all day. I want to say some dumb shit too. Yeah, I can do that. Fuck you talking about.
But you know what?
Hey, nigga, you from
That is
Memphis?
actually a
Yeah.
really good idea. Again, but what I said was lobbying. And that's a
Yeah.
really good idea. How come ain't nobody? Again, it's election season.
Mm-hmm.
People had so much stuff.
What is,
Ice Cube. How come ain't nobody talking about Ice Cube? We're trying to put him on a platform for black men.
because they will only talk about it if it's about quick views.
I know that.
The
And
the
again,
agree with
whole
that. I agree with
concept,
that too.
just
solidified.
like I explained to him, the concept behind the Travis Randolph shit,
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of black men can identify with. That
Right.
they was falsely accused of something.
Mm-hmm.
She was given it the benefit of the doubt because she was a woman. Men can identify and associate with that. I said, you know what? Make a Travis Randolph law, right? And then you gonna say some dumb shit that he said on the internet. Goofy niggas can't focus. You gotta be from Memphis.
He ain't from Nashville. You know, Nashville.
I ain't even gonna get that
Hey,
shit no
you
damn.
cool with me, but I'm trying to just say, I'm just trying to say focus on the point.
Nigga, I'm gonna judge you by the same rules you judge me by. You gonna pop shit, I'm gonna pop it too, nigga. Fuck you talking
Oh,
about.
okay. See, I take it seriously. I didn't know you. Now, if you were popping shit, I would have took that on the
That one
chin.
little part I was popping shit. You know,
Okay, I got you
fuck you
there.
But
talking
I
no,
can
but
take that.
low key, that is a good idea.
about. Right. I agree.
You know, and
All
to
right.
what Lana said, when you consider all these platforms that have the larger audience, that
Mm-hmm.
would have been a perfect opportunity to come together to lobby
Mm-hmm.
for such a law, because with the because everybody is lamenting and commiserating, and I'm not saying it's not justified, because I mean it's applicable to some of my relatives, but and that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If you just sit here and just all you got is barbershop talk, but nothing to put behind it, then that's the problem. And again, and you don't have anything to juxtapose to see again what is possible, because we know, I'm a woman, I know what we do, but that's not
So
all we do. So you're not going to show some of the other stuff too?
so is it fair to say that maybe us as black people look at internet people, rappers and et cetera, to actually do what they say they're gonna do versus just looking at them as entertainment? That's what I think it is. I just think it's purely fucking entertainment. That's what it is. It's not right. I don't agree with it, which is why I don't make content like that. When I heard Obsidian say I wanted to make money off of black women doing BS, I was like, I can't rock with that, because at that point your message ain't real. At that point you go wherever the money go. I don't respect that. But I'm saying as black
What did
people,
he
we seem
say
to have
again?
I posted it on my page
the
because
issue with black. Go ahead, my
when
bad.
I said this red pill stuff that I can't rock with no more or whatever, and then I got
Mm-hmm.
all this backlash, and then I said, well, this is your leader, and Obsidian was on his show when I said the red pill is a drift and you're doing it for money and damn near a scam. This
Mm-hmm.
is not a scam. This is
No,
not.
but what was the statement Buddy said
Yeah,
he made?
he said that I use black women for money and I make a lot of money doing it.
Well, I
No,
talk
he's
about what they do that annoys me.
effery. That's what he said. I make money off of black
Yeah.
women
And
Black
then
effery.
he
female
said,
fuckery.
the women
Yeah,
that want me, I clown their ass too.
yeah. He's a little angry little fucker. But my
He's
whole
a vomit.
point is I think because you just think about this, like we expect our rappers to be real. We expect people on the podcast on YouTube to be real. Do you think that that's part of the problem too?
Well,
That we expect that versus just looking at the fact that these niggas just japping, they entertaining.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, we can use a Yanla. When people see you, even use just reality television, this
Mm-hmm.
because that's what it is. People
Right.
think they know you based on what you show them. So yeah, if your motives are not pure, they believe that social media is real. A lot of people regret. If they didn't think it was real, that's why you wouldn't have so many people offing themselves, because they're not living up to what they think everybody else is. That's just about.
But do you think, I mean, I don't see, and this could be just because I'm not surrounded by them, right? I will take that into consideration. But I don't see white people or Latin people expecting their country singers or their R&B singers to be real people, like the real artists that matches up with the lyrics. We're the only ones that say, "Bro, not a real nigga because he don't live his lyrics."
How do you know that? You don't know that.
I just said I'm open to that.
I guess here's the
But
thing.
I have lived with white people too, though. I have.
But here's the thing: white people and Spanish people, they're not out there rapping like they living a life. They're they singing about love and hurt, which everyone goes through. So then we have rappers that's talking about killing and shooting up everything.
And ain't never
so we're
bust a gun.
Okay. But then once they get found out that Rick Ross was a security guard, or that these rappers have ghost writers, then they lose their credibility.
Right.
So
I'm not arguing that.
If you're not speaking because you're not talking about love. You're not talking about no Jodeci. You're talking about some real killer shit. And it is very provocative. So if you're speaking,
so you think it's just rap? You think it's just rap?
Well, if you're speaking that way, then of course people are going to want to know, are you living it? And once we find out that you don't, then you lose credibility. So why are we not doing that to these people that are speaking provocative? They're not speaking on some Dr. Umar stuff. They're speaking provocative, and then we find out that no, they actually have a baby mama.
Dr. Umar ain't even on no Dr. Umar shit.
Mamas that's 45 years old. Shout out Donovan Sharp. But then tell other people that they're not. Why aren't they being held accountable?
But they are though. But they are. That's what that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the bigger platforms may not do it, or may not get or the people lower may not get the recognition. But just like you can say, well, I can't even say you're a small platform because you're really not. But you do it. You hold them accountable. Hell,
who accountable?
All these lame ass niggas. You do it.
And this whole week, these losers have been trying to quote unquote flame me up and doing 5-hour-long shows about me because I'm holding them accountable, because they're holding.
Because they're a team, Courtney. You went against the team.
I know.
Shit, that's what they supposed to do. That's what they supposed to do. They supposed to do. They opposition. They supposed to do that.
They are the ops.
They supposed to do that. So, I mean, that just comes with the territory. They gon' lash back out. I mean, that just is what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, go ahead and bow out to
anyway.
All
right.
But
I'm
my
hot as hell.
Ooh, shit. My husband.
This is all going up on YouTube, people, and I'm tagging all y'all in it.
For sure. I'm the hey y'all. Hey, check me. I'm the Pookie hybrid, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. I am gonna say this one more time. I do not support what the red pill has become. Nope, I don't. And you can call me a chameleon. I don't give a damn. Call me a hyena. I don't give a damn. But let me tell you, real men in real life that is building don't use that terminology. And for any woman that is wanting to date a good man, if they use that terminology ever, run.
I'll see you later.
Love you
I
guys.
already said my piece.
All right, cool, dog.
Bye, CJ.
Yeah,
Love
keep
y'all.
talking this shit, Logic.